Your Excellency, Nigerians are going through a lot. And what we are hearing out there is that governors are not doing enough to ease the pain of Nigerians. They are saying states are earning far more than they used to earn from the distributable revenue from farming, but that they are not doing it. I want you to tell the Russians, use this opportunity to tell the Russians your strategy to ease the pains by way of palliative and your strategy and how far you are going at this time. Also, help us solve the problem of food insecurity. How far have we gone with the water project, for example, which should help us produce a lot more amounts of rice?
Thank you. I think first is really to express one's deepest empathy with our citizens. To say that one is not aware, to say that we are not unmindful of what or where we are, be completely insensitive. So I want to, also look straight in camera and say that indeed we all have a responsibility to do a better job, of ourselves as leaders. It's for us not to give excuses. It's for us to be able to solve, our social economic problem at this level, and be able, because what is the essence of governance? Provide security, make life better for the citizens, and give them a sense of belief and hope. And that's why one of the things that we hope that we will be able to communicate, at this point. So as a government, we cannot be everything and everywhere, but we can provide and create avenues for others also to join us. There are some things that are directly under our control, which I will talk about, but there are some things that I also can encourage other players to see us, to understand and to work with us, so that the effects and the output and outcome will be felt across the board. The first thing that we have done, or we will be doing from today going forward, is that we actually even want to start with our own public servants and to say that given the challenge that we see now, can we even be creative and have a flexible working hour? And so immediately from next week, when we're working out a plan where civil servants from level 0, from 1 to 14, will come to the office maximum 3 times a week, right? Not that any form of government will be shut down, it will be all calendarized and it will be on schedule. Levels 15 to 17 will miss work again. What are we seeking to achieve? We're seeking to achieve a process where people even slow down, right? Try and let's know that the pressure, right, we can reduce it, from the work environment and finance. We don't want a charged, public workforce. We don't want, an aggravated public workforce. Let them be able to see this and work remotely. We have a lot of, online, capabilities now that can also send some of the response to some of the work they're doing for country. And Lagos State has, such resources. So the first thing is to look at ourselves and be the first change, that we want. So we'll be reducing the number of days that they will come. You don't have to put pressure on the road. You don't have to be on the road for 3 hours trying to say you're trying to get home at night. So you can plan better. You also can reduce, your economic pressure. We have in the fleet of the public service over 120, buses, but it's not enough, right? So reduce it. Let's plan out our time. Services will not be disrupted. Services will not be reduced. To our citizens, if you want something from government, there will still be somebody that will do it for you. 2 other arms of government that are already doing in the health sector. They always have the calendarization. They always have days of addressing, so they will continue in that. Our teaching, sector will continue. Our students will continue to come for 5 days. We work out an additional transport support for our classroom teachers to ensure that they keep the 5 days, because we know that these locals have exam time and the rest of it. So we will continue to keep that. So that will be the first baseline for us to be able to reduce the treasure and the tension that we have amongst ourselves. The next line is also to look at our pensioners, right? How well are we fed, to reduce the burden of pension liability? I dare say that Lagos State is the first, to ensure that our pensioners, as we speak now, we're at a stage where it's only pensioners that have retired in 2023 that have not been given their full payment. Every other one has been cleared. And this year alone, in January, we cleared some outstanding pensioners. February, we've cleared. We've done over 4-5 billion already this year. Next month, I've given a commitment. I'll do another 4 billion. What that will now do is that within a month, of so of your retirement, you should get a check. No other part of the belief in the country has anything close to that. So we have brought support to people that have worked, for 10 years, 20 years, 30 years in the service of Lagos State to ensure that they will earn pensions, as I went to, and they can do whatever they want, with their resources. That's on our public sector side, and it's across the civil service, the local government, the health sector, the teaching service. It's across board. I write and ensure that nobody is left behind.
We sure hope you enjoyed this video. For more entertaining video content such as behind the scenes of music videos and movies, music concerts, premieres, interviews, and exclusive gists, subscribe now to our YouTube channel GoldmyneTV and be unleashed into a world of super excitement.